All right, today I have a very exciting update for you. 10 big updates to GoHighLevel, the number one all-in-one marketing and sales platform powered by AI. But today is, yes, about AI, ChatGPT, but also 10 other things that are drastically going to improve your funnel building experience, the platform as a whole. It's going to save you a lot of time, help you make more quicker without having to do more yourself. And that's the beautiful thing about AI. And I have so many updates that let's just get into it. So the first thing, for those who are building funnels for your own business, for clients, maybe using the funnel builder or the website builder, we now have custom fonts. So I have been asking the developers for a very long time, and finally we have custom fonts. It's already live. You can go into your labs account. So if you go into your agency settings, you go into labs, you're going to see the beta version of it here in agency. You click sub accounts and you scroll down, you're going to see custom fonts, support for funnels and websites. And then you just you click manage and enable it for either just your sub account or all of your sub accounts, because I don't see any reason why you shouldn't give that to all of your users, your customers, your clients. So that is the first thing. I am also happy to share with you what that looks like. So I'm going to open up this template. By the way, if you want this template for free, two different versions, 11 pages. So we have homepage, opt-in, confirmation, sales page, upsell page, all of these in one template. I'm going to leave a link, no opt-in, you don't have to pay me or anything. Just download these. We have one that is more masculine and we have one that is more feminine, more female, and more coming soon. But I call these the ultimate 11-step funnels because they're kind of like all in one. But what I want to show you is if you want to change the font here, you can go typography. Obviously, you can change the fonts just from the Google fonts as well. But let's say that you want to use your own font, or maybe it's one for your clients. So you can upload it and you can see how that's changing everything. It just, like this one, for example, I like how this looks. We have another one that I've uploaded. If you go to custom fonts, I have another one which is called Barnegat. This one I really like for fitness as well. And so that is the first one. And just to save time, I'm going to go through all of them. So the next one is nested columns. Now, nested columns is also a big one that we've been asking for from the developers. And again, they have delivered. So for example, let's say you want below a video like this, maybe you want to have two buttons. So maybe you want to have one that says enroll now. Let's go back to the homepage. So maybe you want to have, oh, another thing is auto save. So there's more updates. We could add auto save mode on. So that's a big thing as well. Super helpful so that you don't forget to save your pages and then lose hours of work. So if we go to the home page, now I have it set to off because I just want to show you a bunch of things and then I don't want the template to be updated. So nested columns is a big one. And here's why. So let's say we have book free discovery call, but then maybe also we want to have a watch demo video or watch free training, right? Or learn more or see testimonials, right? And so what we can do, if you click here, instead of adding another button, you're just going to choose two columns. So now if I move this down here, you can see that we have two columns, and maybe we say book your call. And then here, maybe we're going to set this one to be watch free training. Okay. I'm just going to change the padding a little bit. So they've changed a lot of things here on that side as well. Oh, and we also have specific desktop and mobile edits. So I can center this is still going to be left aligned here. So many updates the last couple of months. So anyways, this one maybe we want it to be the background. Maybe we want it to be, let me show you. So we make the text instead, and then maybe we set a border to be white, or maybe this one, right? So now we can have two different buttons, different designs within one place, just like that. And so that's nested columns, super powerful to have that option as well. All right, moving on to the next one, multi-pop-up. So let's say that you want to have one where if they click book free call, there's going to be a pop-up. So pop-up settings, you can see here, here you can add text. I can go to elements, and if I click headline, here's another cool update. If I click headline, it's going to add the row for me. Is that only in this place? So let me try here as well. So if I click headline, see how it's adding the section, the row, and the column. So I'm actually going to tell the developers that we need to add this in here as well, because you can see right now it's asking me to add a column and a headline. And you may say, well, Gusten, that's not a problem. We can work with this. And I understand and I agree with you. But the thing that we've been working on, and when I say we, I've been just kind of telling the developers what we would want. And so all the credits go to the developers, the leadership and everything. But these small changes make a lot of make a big difference in the long run. So when you change 10 things in a couple of months, it's going to make a huge change in the way that we build funnels and websites, because we shave off 10 seconds here, 1 second here, 3 seconds here, or like the auto save, we sometimes save hours of work. So all these changes are massive improvements. But back to my pop-up settings, so you can see here that this pop-up can be specifically when someone exits or delays, or when they click a button, it pops up this one, because it might be like book a call, it can be a calendar here. And then we can have a specific watch free training. We can make this one open pop-up, and then because we have multiple pop-ups, I can just create a new one, and that's going to be a different pop-up. So this is such a conversion booster as well. The fact that we can customize the pop-up based on the actions that they're taking. You can probably tell I'm excited. These are big, like huge updates. So next one is universal sections, which means that I can now save this section. I can say, this one is called Jake Forge. So I can say Jake hero section. Now, usually I use this one right here, section templates, which means if I just save this, I can add the section to any page, and it's going to be a saved section that I can, build out the next page. Maybe it's a course page, maybe it's an event page. I will have this saved so I can use the colors, the font, the images. But we also have global sections and universal sections now. So global sections mean if I make the header, for an example, if I make this Jake header, if I make that a global section, then you can see here it says saves at funnel level. So if I save it, you can see all of these 11 pages, because they're all pages in one funnel, will be updated if I make any changes to this, right? So let's say I want to change the logo. I'll just change the logo. So I'll delete this, and then maybe I'll make this the logo, Jake. And then now, if I save it, right, it's going to be updated to all the pages where I have this header. So if I go into an opt-in page, I'm going to click here. I can now go and I will add in a saved section, global sections. Oh, I didn't save in the previous one, but you get the point. So I will then just drag it in here. And once I have the same header in the home page and the opt-in page, if I make one change, it's going to make it across all the pages in that funnel. And then the universal one, if I save this, the universal sections means at an account level. So I can have a footer, for example, if I scroll down, the footer can be copyrights, terms and conditions. And for one sub account, meaning one business, one client, I can have the same footer for all the funnels and all the pages, and I never have to manually go and update all of them. So that's a super cool feature as well that will save you a lot of time. Next up, we have animated logo carousel. So this one is very simple, but it looks great. So here, instead of static images, we can just go to image slider logo showcase. So we delete this, boom, we have an animated logo carousel kind of feature, which I think is cool because it just makes the page come alive. So that's cool. Then we have testimonial slider. This is also a big one because yes, you could do it manually, but if you can just go elements and go to testimonials instead, you just drag it in here, boom, this just looks better. Look at this. So the UI, the UX, everything is getting improved, and as you can tell, this will again save you a lot of time. Look at these animations. You got all the testimonials you can add here. You can choose if you want to show the name, the caption, the logo. You can choose what they look like. If it's a carousel with clicks, how many columns. So maybe you want to have more spacing, two of them. I mean, this is just like, yes, I'm a geek. Yes, I love these type of things. But when you just keep adding and making things better and better over time, it just makes a day and night difference. So next up, we have brand boards. So this is where you can add your own logos, your own colors, your own fonts, and then you just create the mood board, and then you save it. Again, all these things are in the settings here. And first thing you do is you just open a sub account, and then you go to settings, and you can see it right there. So once you have created a mood board, you can just go here, you click the color, you can see all your colors here, and it's very easy for you to just change the colors. Very handy to keep all of this close to you, right? So that will save a lot of time. Like background images, again, you can just go background color, choose a color from your brand colors, right? One thing I've asked the developers for as well is once we have multiple brand colors, maybe we can add a drop down here and you can just choose between the different color palettes. So you don't have to go back and update it there. You can just do it within the page builder. Oh, another big thing. Right now we have form builder inside of funnel editor, right? So I mean, there's so much stuff that I'm forgetting half of them. But that means if you're going to add a form, like an opt-in form, you used to go, used to be that if you want to create a new one, you would go to a different page. Right now, let's say I want to have this one. I can edit the form. Look at this. Form builder is opening up inside of the page builder. And then I can just hit save or preview, and I will have it. There we go. You can see that it pops up here. So I can go add that into a pop-up, for example. So these things save you time, a lot of time over time for the compound. All right, brand boards, drag and drop image library. So here's a great example of something that takes you, like saves you 3 seconds, but over time, that's a lot of time that you can save. So this image, let's say I want to change it. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to type in Gusten. And so let's say I have no images that I like, and I want to upload something else. I can just go to my Finder, and I can let's see here. I'm just going to go to my profile on Facebook, and I'm going to download my profile picture. And then now I can just drag it in here and drop it, and you can see that it's going to upload right there. So what used to happen is it wouldn't work because you had to click upload, pick the image, then upload it. Now you can just upload one or multiple images at once, right? So maybe this, if we use this image, it would also change that. So it's just powerful to be able to drag things into the image library here, image file library, whatever you want to call it. So, all right, that's a big thing as well. Next up, we have hold and scroll. So again, when I started using GoHighLevel, you'd have to, let's say you want to copy this one, you would have to move it down here. You would scroll, grab it, move it down here, scroll. And I asked the developers if we can just hold it. And as we move closer, you can see that it's just going to scroll. So again, saving you a lot of time. So for example, this is just me copying this over, changing this to center, and then listen to the pod. So again, it removes friction, and everything that removes friction we're trying to do to make the funnel builder better. I could never do that without these amazing developers at GoHighLevel. Next, we have autosave. Yes, already mentioned that. Form builder inside of funnel editor. So ChatGPT just launched. So what you can do now is you can go to, let's see if I have the automations here. You can go to the automations tab. So maybe I go back. There we go. Automation. I'm going to create a new one. And when you create a workflow, you can either start from a template or start from scratch. But you can see here, workflow AI beta. What can I help you automate? So you can either ask here, or you can just click here. And it can assist with building, it can configure action, it can optimize the workflow. So me, for example, I'm going to say, add a trigger when someone opts into AI funnel form and send an email that confirms their subscription. Something like that. So personally, I haven't used this a lot yet, but I know that they've added ChatGPT because the first day that it was launched, at the time of me recording this, yesterday ChatGPT was launched and the developers added it the same day. And that's the cool thing about the developers. They're so fast to implement. So you can see trigger, AI funnels form submission trigger, and then when that happens, send subscription confirmation email. I can then go in and change anything. And so this is the future of business and the future of GoHighLevel. You can see AI is awesome for workflows, but also for building funnels. So if I go back, we're not going to save that. If I go back and I want to create a new funnel, so here it would just be me creating a funnel step. But if I want to create a entirely new funnel, I can go to Funnel AI and I can start building out, sort of go through this creation process and say exactly what I'm selling, my brand colors, font, stuff like that, right? And then it's going to build it out. Right now, as of today, as I'm recording this in August, it is not quite there yet, but that is why I've added here. I've added big funnel AI feature release because right now it's good, but if you just see, in fact, I have some screenshots here. Funnel AI Builder Copilot. So Lovable, Bolt, all these no-code tools. You're just going to prompt and it's going to build it out, just like I did in the workflows. And Funnel AI is just like that, where you just say what you want to build out. And right now we're training it with copywriting, with design, and all these things. And it's going to be awesome because you can then also use the Copilot inside of the funnel builder, and you can also manually edit things as you want, right? So it's not holding you hostage to just like a template. But as we're waiting for that, one of the things that me and my business partner did is we created something called AI funnels. So you can try this out for free. You can generate 3 funnels, and this is built on GoHighLevel. So what it does is it takes my funnel templates, and then it asks you a couple of questions like, what are you selling? Who are you helping? And then it just builds out the funnel template with the design that you choose, and then you import it into GoHighLevel, right? And again, we charge a little bit for when you're building a lot of funnels because it uses AI credits, but you can test it out. Just generate 3 funnels, see if you like it, okay? And we're also developing this to be more of like an instant funnel generator on top of GoHighLevel with your own images. So it's going to customize the funnel template with your colors, your font, and images. So it's not a competitor to GoHighLevel. It's a supportive, like sort of like a plugin to GoHighLevel. But GoHighLevel is working on a big funnel AI feature release as well. So next up, we have gradient colors. So here, I screenshot this. You can see I'm in a meeting with Prakar, the lead developer for the funnel builder feature. And you can see we have gradient colors for backgrounds, for headlines, and this will allow you to choose, kind of like Figma or Photoshop, where you have like one image that goes into another one gradient, and here you can choose multiple colors as well. You can even animate some of them. So that's a big thing. You can see testimonials here, custom fonts that I just mentioned, and then we have pricing tables. So you'll see here you can choose the pricing. Instead of having to manually add the headline and everything, you can just choose the pricing, choose what you want to include, if you want to have discounts, if you want to have most popular, for example. So these are the things that you used to have to do manually or with custom code. Just like the custom font used to be CSS, and now it's just natively there. So green code pricing table, funnel AI. And so that's it for today. Let me know what you think, which one you're most excited about, and shout out again to all the developers at High Level. And thank you for trusting me to be a part of it as a I guess consultant or advisor, or just chief feedback giver. And that's enough for me. I'm just excited to be a part of this company. High Level is already at $1 billion valuation, and I think at this speed, High Level is going to be a $10 billion company, because they're growing so fast. They're taking over. We're going to take over the Lovable slash Bolt, like that industry for websites as well. So like the entire AI website industry, plus we have the CRM, the calendar, the forms, um, the automations, the emails, the courses. You can do everything in High Level, and it's just getting better with the developers and AI. So very excited. If you haven't tried High Level, make sure you do that. There's a 30-day free trial link below. And when you use my link, I send you a bunch of bonuses, and also invite you to my WhatsApp. There's a group chat where we're hanging out, all the High Level users in my community. So I would love to have you there as well. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.